Hi everybody. In this Quickfire 5 video, the focus will be on the new jazz label. And the first title, we have Eric Dolphy out there. For me, a very special album, special vibe, special music. It's quite hard to describe the music for someone who hasn't heard it, but it's a blend of jazz and maybe some classical, maybe you can call it a bit third stream, I guess the term is, but yeah, it's we have great band, Dolphy on alto, flute and bass clarinets, Ron Carter cello, which is very cool that he plays only the cello here, and George Duvivier on double bass and Roy Haynes on drums. And as I go through these 5 picks, you will see some more Dolphy and Carter, for example. But yeah, great album, and I have a affection for Dolphy playing the flute for sure, and he was such a master on all of these instruments that he plays, but the flute is, I mean, he's amazing on the flute. And the tune on side B, Sketch of Melba, is a prime example of his flute playing, his amazing flute playing. So check that one out for sure if you haven't heard it. But yeah, great album. Like I said, special music. One of the best on the new jazz label, I think. Alright, and the second pick, and like I mentioned, there was going to be more Dolphy and Carter. And here we have Ron Carter's debut album, and it's called Where. We have a great band here as well. We have Ron Carter on bass and cello on this one. Dolphy, like always, bass, clarinet, alto, flute. We have Mal Waldron, which is a real plus on piano. We have George Duvivier again on double bass as well, and Charlie Persip on the drums. So yeah, another album which I would describe as special, because especially because it's Ron Carter's debut as well, but the presence of Dolphy, he always makes an album special if he's present, and his playing is just, it's so progressive, and it was a master on the instruments he played, and it's always very engaging to listen to him, and because you never know where it's gonna go with this approach and his solos, and he's always wonderful to listen to. One of my favorite jazz artists for sure. But yeah, another great one. So, and this is quite difficult to find as an original as well. So I'm very happy to have been able to find this many years ago. But it's the cover is very clean. It's like new, which is quite rare for these textured new jazz covers. But yeah, great album. Check it out. Okay, so the third pick, we have for me one of the greatest collaborations between two artists in jazz, I think. We have the combination of Eric Dolphy and Booker Little, and this is called Far Cry. This has to be one of my absolute favorite, for sure, on the new jazz label, also overall jazz albums. So, and two of my favorite players, Little and Dolphy, of course. But we have, let's see, we also have Jackie Byard as well on piano, Ron Carter again on bass this time, and Roy Haynes on drums. What stands out for me on this one, the ballad Left Alone, for sure, on side B. Once again, Dolphy on flute. Amazing performance on that one, but the whole album is absolutely superb, and it's very like always with Dolphy, but also Little, it's very intricate playing, very very progressive, and it's so rewarding to listen to this kind of jazz and these artists. So yeah, one of my absolute favorites, for sure, on the label. So if you haven't heard this one, be sure to check it out as well. Maybe you're thinking to yourself, is he only going to show albums with Dolphy on it? But he's not on this one. We have Walt Dickerson, To My Queen, dedicated to his wife here. And yeah, this is very contemplative music. It's very delicate. All the players play very. It's thoughtful. It's and the sound as well of it's very detailed. It's yeah, it's very cohesive, and the interplay between the players is outstanding. The players are Dickerson on vibes, Andrew Hill on piano, George Tucker on double bass, and we have Andrew Cyril, which is a great drummer on drums. So this is for sure a favorite, a big favorite on the new jazz label, and in jazz in general as well. I'm very happy to have found this copy. It's very clean. The cover is very prone to ring wear. This is like new. So yeah, very happy with that. But yeah, and the tunes. Side A has the title tune, and it's only that one on side A. They do a version of How Deep Is the Ocean, and also God Bless the Child on side B. So it's three more long format tunes, but which I absolutely love that. But yeah, it's contemplative music for sure, and delicate, like I said, and this is an album which you could, I mean, put on maybe late in the evening, relax, sit back, enjoy a adult beverage maybe, and just soak in the music. Very calming. So yeah, great album. And we have more Dolphy and Carter present on Mal Waldron's The Quest. This is it's one of my favorite albums, full stop. We have also, this is a great band on this as well. We have Waldron, of course, Dolphy, Booker Ervin as well, Carter on the cello this time as well, which is great, and Joe Benjamin on double bass, and Charles Persip on drums. So many of the players are on several of these albums, and the lineups on these albums, including the Walt Dickerson, I mean, it's amazing lineups. Some of my absolute favorite players on these 5 albums, and which makes the New Jazz label one of my favorite labels for sure. I mean, these 5 albums is, I mean, I could do a top 5 list of favorite jazz albums, and they could all be there on that list for sure. But this album is wonderful. It contains the tune Warm Canto, which is one of my favorite jazz tunes. If you haven't heard that one, do yourself a favor and put that on, stream it maybe. But this is also, there are a lot of things you have to look for to find the absolute first pressings when it comes to the New Jazz label, and many have textured covers. It's the wide deep grooves, the little Abbey pressing ring around the spindle hole. So you have to look for those things on many of the pressings, and some of them have recycled vinyl and stuff. So, but if you have if the wide deep groove and the Abbey pressing ring is present, then you should be alright. There will be no recycled vinyl. But this came in many different, or at least some different pressings, early pressings with narrow deep grooves and so on. But some other details. This is the first pressing and very hard to find. This was very hard to find for me, and it's a rare record, the very first pressing for sure, and very sought after as well. So I'm extremely happy to have this in the collection. It's in wonderful shape as well. But this is a great one, and that concludes this episode with the New Jazz titles. And I was maybe thinking of maybe doing these quick 5 videos, maybe top 5, not just labels, 5 from one label. Maybe I could do a top 5 of favorite albums from the 70s. Maybe you could do top 5 avant-garde free jazz albums in the collection, and so on. We'll see what I will talk about in the next episode. But have a great one. Please subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.